Hey, what's up, everybody? We're back at it again today, Wednesday, which is always the NBA day. It's a big slate day. Wednesday, February 2nd. Overview of yesterday. Yesterday went really great. Definitely would have cashed our slips yesterday. If Jakob Poeltl didn't get hit in the face, he didn't come back for the second half, and yeah, that basically ended our run last night because DeMar DeRozan hit his points early in the fourth quarter. Wendell Carter slapped his line. He was projected at 26.5 points, rebounds, and assists. He ended up hitting 38. And then Jakob Poeltl had 12 at the half. I went for his points and rebounds. And then, like I said, got hit in the face in the first half. Didn't come back out, and then was out for the rest of the game. Let's see. Jared Vanderbilt ended up getting 2 assists. Bummer. That was hit or miss. It was going to happen. DeJounte Murray went way over on his, and Chris Paul went ahead and locked his up. So our lock of the day yesterday, Wendell Carter hit, and our under of the day missed just barely with that. Went Jared Vanderbilt 2 assists. But let's get into today because we got some special lines today. So if you guys don't know, Underdog is doing a special line today. They're putting John Morant at 1 point, obviously, so he's going to hit that. So if you want a free pick for today, you can do a max bet on it on up to $25. You can pair it up with four other picks or whatever you want, but obviously, that pick of the day will be John Morant. No, I'm just kidding. Obviously, we're going to pick something for real. You're obviously going to want to throw in the John Morant line, but that was just funny that I thought I'd come in and say that was going to be my pick of the day, or the lock of the day, but that won't be. For my lock of the day, it's going to be coming from the 6 o'clock game, Philadelphia versus Washington. Tyrese Maxey for over 5.5 assists. Now, looking at the previous matchups between the 76ers and the Wizards, they've played twice. Maxey hasn't hit 6 assists because he needed to hit 6 assists in either of those matchups. In the past 2 weeks, Anthony Simons had 11 assists on them, an elite level passing guard. Kyrie Irving and James Harden combined for 9 assists and 7 assists, so the two of them combined for 16 assists. Fred VanVleet, another great passing point guard, he had 12 assists. So, if we're looking at a little bit of a pattern here, even though in their in their 2 past matchups, he did not hit his assist line. In recent play for the Wizards, they have allowed a lot of assists to guards. When they played the Thunder a couple games back, Shea had 8 assists and Josh Giddey had 8 assists. So the Wizards kind of historically are giving up a lot of assists to starting teams, point guards or off guards. So I am loving Tyrese Maxey's lock of the day as 5.5 assists. Another line I'm looking into is the 6:30 game, Boston versus Charlotte. Terry Rozier, yesterday we went on Wendell Carter for his revenge game versus the Bulls. Terry Rozier today is at 27.5 points, rebounds, and assists. When Terry Rozier's played Boston, he has absolutely slapped his line every single time. And they've also been, in their 2 previous matchups they've had this year, they've been close games. Terry Rozier did play in one of them at the beginning of the year, but last year he did. And earlier this year, he had 27 points, 10 assists. So definitely hit his line for sure. So I would love to see Terry Rozier to hit his points, rebounds, and assists and his over. Another line from that same game that I'm kind of really liking, and it just makes sense for you to not, or it doesn't make sense to not take this line. Robert Williams over for they have him set at points, rebounds, and assists. Unfortunately, they don't have him set at just rebounds. Charlotte Hornets, obviously, we know are one of the worst rebounding teams in the league. And Robert Williams, at times, is actually a really talented passing big. He's had a couple of games where he's had quite a few assists. And points in the paint versus the Charlotte Hornets kind of come at a premium. So Robert Williams is set at 24.5 points, rebounds, and assists. I think he can hit that with just his points and his rebounds alone, let alone the fact that he might get a couple assists. So I like Robert Williams over in points, rebounds, and assists at 24.5. For the first time on the channel, I'm going to be doing a rival that I like for the night. Desmond Bane and RJ Barrett are rivaled up. If Desmond Bane can stay within half a point of RJ Barrett, he would win that rivalry. So I like Desmond Bane over RJ Barrett as far as points go. Memphis runs out of the gym. They run teams out of the gym. I think Memphis is gonna run the New York Knicks out of this gym. RJ Barrett struggled last game. Really hasn't been playing too fantastic of late. And Desmond Bane has been putting up buckets recently. So I like Desmond Bane's points over RJ Barrett. My under of the day for today is going to be Spencer Dinwiddie, under on his points. You could even do points, rebounds, and assists, but some games he does kind of low-key get a lot of assists. Philadelphia 76ers, as we all know, have great perimeter defense. Matisse Thybulle, Tyrese Maxey, Danny Green. Those guys defend the perimeter really well. And Spencer Dinwiddie simply this season just has not gotten into any sort of a rhythm at all. Last 3 games, 7 points, 10 points, 5 points. And don't anticipate for him to have some explosion of a game versus Philadelphia, one of the best perimeter defending teams in the league. So I love Spencer Dinwiddie's under in points, which is set at 14.5. So under on Spencer Dinwiddie is my under of the day. All right, and one more pick I have for you guys before my sleeper pick of the day. Lakers play the Portland Trail Blazers at 9:30 p.m. tonight for the late game. The Lakers, in their recent play, have given up some serious points to teams' point guards or off guards. Looking back at some of their recent games, they gave up 36 to Trae Young. They gave up 40 to LaMelo and Terry Rozier. They gave up 16, 10, and 7 to Tyrese Maxey. So Maxey almost had a triple-double on them. They faced Brooklyn, and they gave up 33 to Harden. They played the Heat, and they managed to let Duncan Robinson drop 25 on them. Jalen Suggs had 22 on them. Karis LeVert dropped a 30-piece on them. Mike Conley had a 20-point game against the Lakers. As you can see, in their recent play, especially without LeBron James, the Lakers have nobody on the wing, at the top, to guard either of the team's guards, whether it's their starting point guard or their off guard. So I like either Anthony Simons or CJ McCollum. I'll put them both up on the screen right here. If you like CJ McCollum's points or Anthony Simons' points, I like both of them because the Lakers' perimeter defense has just been super lacking, especially to elite scoring guards for opposing teams. So I like Anthony Simons for over 19.5 points and CJ McCollum for over 21.5 points. And that'll lead us to our final pick of the day. This is going to be my sleeper pick of the day today. I'm going to take Luka Doncic over 48.5 points, rebounds, and assists versus OKC tonight. The Mavericks have nobody right now. Kristaps is out, and that's basically their next best offensive option. Jalen Brunson's a pretty talented kid, but obviously Luka Doncic is going to have the ball the majority of the time. This also means that there's a lot less talented players on the floor for the Mavericks. So even though it's against OKC, kind of anticipate a better game between the Mavericks and OKC. Look for Doncic to just fill the stat sheet. In the games that Kristaps has been out, 34, 12, and 11, 36 and 12, 15, 10, and 15. He has just been dropping triple-doubles like a madman without having kind of his running mates out there with Tim Hardaway Jr. and Kristaps Porzingis. So Luka Doncic over versus the Thunder, 48.5 points, rebounds, and assists. All right, guys, so the moment you've been waiting for, here's going to be my slip tonight. I'm just going to do the 3-slip and go a little bit heavier than I normally do because of the special line with Ja. So I'm going to do Ja over 1 point, Tyrese Maxey over 5.5 assists, and, drum roll, CJ McCollum over on his points. I think he's going to feast against the Lakers. All the numbers show that both of these should hit. Like I said, the Wizards have been giving up so many assists to elite playmakers. Tyrese Maxey's getting into that elite playmaking category. And the Lakers have been giving up a lot of points to guards. And CJ McCollum's one of the best, most elite scoring guards in the league. So these have all the numbers to show that hit to bet on these. And we're going to do it. Let's get this money tonight.